Today we're going to talk about those situations where you're scared to say what needs to be said at work. Tell me that you've never been there, because I know that I sure have. In my work with different teams, I've seen what happens when people go from being afraid to say what needs to be said at work to feeling empowered, to feeling like they have a voice, to addressing those difficult issues. I've also seen what happens when this doesn't occur. I've seen the resentment that builds. I've seen the tension that increases across team members. I've seen that grow into outright conflict, into situations where there's a group of people who work together, but who really are not working together effectively as a team. And this ultimately really impacts how much work people are getting done, how they perform, their job satisfaction. It leads people to want to change jobs. I'm sure there are many companies who have lost good employees due to this type of internal conflict. I've seen what happens though when the team can transform, when individuals can discover that they're not responsible for others' reactions to what they say, when there's a safe environment created where people feel that they can share whatever is concerning them and that it will be well received without being emotionally tied to the reaction of the other person. I've seen teams and individuals be able to let go of that fear and how that has changed their ability to enter into some really difficult, deep discussions that can bring some pretty amazing outcomes when you can talk about the real problems going on, whether it's in your team or in relation to developing a product. If you're somebody who's still feeling nervous to speak up, what I want to tell you is that you have the power to change the dynamics within your team. You don't have power to change anybody else, and that's often what we try to do in interactions, but you do have the power to change how you engage with others. And guess what happens? When you start to shift your role in the dance, others have to start to shift too. So there tends to be a trickle-down effect. You can't solve all the communication issues by you changing the way you interact, but you can certainly affect how it impacts you and how others communicate with you. So I'd encourage you, as scary as it may feel, and I know that it can, I'd encourage you to just give it a try. Take baby steps, do what feels a little bit uncomfortable, and see where it gets you. If your team is looking for somebody to help you cultivate an environment where everyone feels safe sharing what they need to say to be able to feel heard, give me a call. You can check out my website, lindsaylapaquette.com/consultations, and take a look at the different consulting services that I offer to help your team create an environment of stress-free communication. Thank you.